Hey there friends, it's Dominique from the Pixie Planner. Thank you so much for stopping by and joining me in another video. I am going to be doing a flip through today of the month of August. And as you can see here, I have my small passion planner. Last month for July, I showed you a flip through of my classic passion planner, and I will leave that linked up above if you've not yet seen that one. But I did primarily use my large for the month of July. And then for August, I really wanted to simplify and downsize things. So I found myself gravitating more to the small or compact. And the great thing is both of these sizes are undated, or the ones that I have are undated. So it's kind of nice and fun to be able to kind of pop in and out of each one and not feel so guilty about having wasted pages. So let me go ahead and just open her right up. I'm going to show you how my month of August turned out for the monthly view. Now, as I mentioned, I really wanted to simplify things. So the, most I have going on is washi and a little bit of highlight color here. But I wanted to keep track of my kind of currently items as far as TV shows that we were watching that month and the book that I was reading. I have set a goal of reading one self-help or self-improvement type of book a month. And then also if I want to throw in like a book for fun, I'll put that in there too. But this month I focused on just reading through the bullet journal method. And the funny thing is, you would think that it's about a planning method, but it really is more about a mindfulness method. So I considered that more of a, personal development type book. So I kept track of that. And then you'll see up here, I have pluses and minuses and some, circles here. I had previously talked about how I've been keeping track of my moods from each day or my overall day just to help with managing my anxiety. So I decided to just draw out a little box for me to put a plus if it was a positive or good day, a circle if it was kind of a neutral day, or a minus if that was like a not great, bad day for me. So this is just easy for me to quickly glimpse back at for the whole month view and see how my overall mood was. And I really, really enjoyed that a lot. And I have a little key down here where I wanted to try and keep track of, the personal items, whether it was, an appointment for myself or something like that, my finance, and then the events that occurred throughout the month. So overall, I'm really happy with how this turned out. Things, just really looked neat to the eye, and I love how I was able to do some tracking in this monthly view as well. Now, flipping to the first week that I completed, which is right here. Okay, so first week, I have a habit tracker here covering up some personal information because I don't need to be showing off any phone numbers. But with my first week, I decided to just stick with highlighter here. No washi or anything. I did use a habit tracker to keep track of those things. And I just absolutely love how this turned out. I highlighted the standout events, which, would be my good things or just events that I just wanted to be able to remember and look back and glance and catch it real quick with that highlight. But I just sectioned out my work area here with some highlighter, and I love doing that because with highlighter, I still am able to go in and write specific, tasks that I maybe did during those time frames, and it doesn't limit me. It doesn't take away that space, so I really enjoyed using highlighter for that. I tried to do a little weather tracking up top here, and that was kind of fun, but I'm not really one to track the weather. It was just something that I wanted to try, but really, really love how this week turned out. I kept track of my steps down below, a couple of the TV shows that we've been watching. By the way, has anyone watched Fleabag? I did not know about this show at all until my husband read something about it. It is hilarious. So if you like kind of English humor, it is a great show. Fleabag. Yep, check it out if you like that kind of stuff. So this week, for my first week of August, I was quite happy with how organized and functional I kept things. So I carried that over into the following week and again, kept it just highlight my sticky note. And this just really works out great for me. It's nice because the compact was really the perfect size for me, especially these couple of weeks, because I didn't necessarily have a ton going on, but I love that it was just enough to fill the planner up. I do like seeing a nicely filled weekly layout, but there's still white space, which I think is very important as well. So I like to keep track down at the bottom here of my following week appointments or events, and I did that over on this first week too. It just gives me that prep, so it's not a big surprise at the end of the week. I can always keep that in mind. So I made sure to keep up with that. And for the third week here, I did go a little bit more with highlighter. I wanted to try some time blocking. And I kind of did just a little color key here of my thoughts, really, of how I wanted to work it out. It wasn't as great as I thought it was gonna be. I think I had too many colors picked out and it just got a little overwhelming. So I really love the idea of, time tracking or time blocking. So as you can see here, my mornings were in the yellow, my work was in the gray, purple, lunch, which I don't think I really needed a lunch section. I could have probably just done without it. And then these are the things that I did at lunchtime. Then it goes into my evening block here, which is where I kind of combined my personal time, like my me time, if I worked out, dinner with my husband, watching TV. So I really clumped a lot into that particular time frame. Then sleep, just what time I wanted to make sure I was in bed and going to sleep by. The errands and appointments, I don't think that's something I would probably use again. What I will probably just do is how I usually do. I block out or I draw a box around the time, and that stands out enough for me when I'm looking at appointments. And then the orange was for YouTube, anytime I was working on YouTube items for my channel. So it was a little bit this week with it, but I do want to try the time blocking method again and maybe just downsize it a little bit more so it's not quite as overwhelming with the color coding. But I'm going to work on it. It is a work in progress. I think that it is a really, really cool time management technique. And also it keeps you mindful of where you're putting your time. Am I spending too much time with my morning routine doing things that, aren't necessary, whether it be scrolling through Instagram, social media? Could I make better time with those sections? So it's nice to be able to really look back at each of the sections and see how I could better use my time. So this week was just a little bit off for me. The following week, I went ahead and used some washi because I had just gotten some new Simply Gilded washi. And this is the first time I've ever had Simply Gilded washi. I picked some up. A sweet girl on Instagram was kind enough to send me some of her stash. I purchased some of that from her, and I'm in love. The washi is just absolutely outstanding quality. So I wanted to make use of that. And then I have some stickers up here. This is a shop that unfortunately is no longer open. I want to say it is, you know what, I guess it really doesn't matter. I'm not going to say because she's not open any longer. But I had some leftovers. This is just printable stickers. And I had some leftovers, decided to make use of that. Then down below here, I have a sticker for my cleaning habit tracker. And this is from Christina oh goodness, drawing a blank, Christina something. I will leave that down below, of course. I really enjoy having a cleaning routine sticker, and even though I don't make use of them often, this was a week where I just wanted to be a little bit more intentional with my cleaning and breaking it down a little bit more. Then I have a habit tracker from Chelsea Brown Designs, and it's for sleep and actual habits. So my habits, I like to make sure are geared towards my goals that I have set for myself for the specific quarter, and getting up by 5:30, so that way I have my morning time where I can do my journaling and reading. Making the bed, it's just a habit that I feel sets the tone for my day. Walking, getting outside, getting out in nature. Headstand, working on my headstand. One of my big goals is to be able to do a headstand without wall support, and I am almost there. So I do like to gear my habit tracker towards my goals that I have set. But this week it was okay. I didn't like it quite as much as the first 2 weeks that I showed you, but I made use of just a pen that had 4 colors: black, blue, red, and green. Okay, so 4 colors. I didn't use any green because there weren't any bills, but black was pretty much my tasks. Blue was any notes that I wanted to make for that particular day. Red was going to be a standout appointment or event, and then green I designated to anything pertaining to bills or finances. And I actually, let's go into the next week, I made use of that same type of pen, the color coding. So you can see all the red are events taking place, the green, my finances, blue for the notes. But I really enjoyed keeping it simple with just a 4-colored pen, a little bit of washi again. And yeah, I'm really loving the whole functional use of the small passion planner, because I feel like it gets overwhelming if you, or at least for me, it gets overwhelming if I have stickers and washi and all of the fun stuff that I absolutely love. It's just too much in the small, but I just love the feeling of how functional this is, and especially again for my first 2 weeks in this planner, it was just awesome. Really enjoyed it. So for August, I was a huge fan of the small passion planner, and I am still actually using it even now at the beginning of September. So that is a quick look, guys, at how I made use of my small passion planner for, what was it, September? No, August. Wow. So for the month of August. If you have any questions for me, please leave them down below. I do read every single comment, and I try to get back to you as quickly as possible. But that is it for today's video, and I appreciate you all so very much. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.